Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us today on this special for us occasion. My name is Irina Bobrova. I'm Chief Operating Officer here at PitBullTax. Please let me know in the question section if you cannot hear me well, and I will adjust my volume. Today, we are very excited to unveil the most recent version of PitBullTax software, version 4.0. For 9 years, PitBullTax software has transformed the tax resolution business by making it more efficient and intuitive for tax professionals to solve their clients' IRS problems. Listening to feedback from thousands of our licensees all across the country, we have added major technological enhancements for even greater efficiency in case preparation and in client communications. This new version was launched thanks to the brilliant team of engineers led by a prominent software developer and our Chief Technology Officer, Jose Alfaro. Up to 90% of the enhancements in version 4.0 are a result of positive customer feedback, your feedback. Our mission is to always be the leader in tax resolution software by listening, responding, and delivering incredible value to our current and future licensees. To further serve the needs of our licensees, we have recently added a critical educational component to our company, PitBullTax University. PitBullTax University is now a continuing education provider approved by the IRS and NASBA to provide live and internet group-based classes. Our first user conference will take place this week at the Beachfront Bee Ocean Hotel in Fort Lauderdale, where existing and potential users will take our first tax resolution expert program. We are planning to have another user conference in the fall of 2018 as well. And later this year, we are launching a series of educational webinars on tax resolution subjects. So stay tuned. This webinar is scheduled for about 1 hour. It will be recorded and you can ask questions in the question bar. And at the end of the webinar, if time permits, I will answer those questions. And now, without further ado, let me show you the new and improved version 4.0. So the first change that we have done in version 4.0 is we introduced Business Client Questionnaire. So there was a lot of requests from our licensees because we had Client Questionnaire only for individual clients in the past in version 3.0, and our customers use and have a lot of business clients. So for this particular reason, we have introduced Business Client Questionnaire. As always, with all client questionnaires, you can send a link via email to your client, and they will have access online to all the questions that are necessary in order to complete collection information statements, whether you are doing offering compromise or you're doing installment agreement or CNC for a business, you still need to collect the data. And with Business Client Questionnaire, you are going to achieve this result. Your clients will fill this client questionnaire, and as soon as they're done, you will see all the data inside your PitBullTax account. Once you correct all the errors, if any, which will be shown next to each page of that client questionnaire, you can click this button, Verify and Populate to Forms, and all the data will automatically flow to 433B, 433B OIC, client profile if necessary, case diagnostics, and I believe I didn't mention client profile. And another new feature that we introduced with this version, now you can send both client questionnaires for individual and business clients in Spanish. And in order to do so, just click Send Client Questionnaire. Excuse the connection when we have so many people attending. Sometimes it's lagging. So just take a few minutes. Okay. In order to send client questionnaire in Spanish, just check this box, Send in Spanish, and the subject and the message will automatically change to Spanish. Okay, and just as always, click Send, and that client questionnaire will be sent to your Spanish-speaking clients. It's much easier for them to complete because it will be probably in their native language, or for customers who are not well versed in English, it's easier to complete. And once the data comes back, you still will see all the data in English. And besides, most of the data in client questionnaire are numbers, so we don't worry too much whether it's in English or Spanish. So that's our first feature that we introduced in version 4.0. The next feature is bulk transcript request. So again, as requested by a lot of our licensees, they wanted to request transcripts in bulk. And that's what we did. So now you can select a batch of clients and request any particular transcripts that you need. First of all, we have several filters here. So you can select by client type, whether all clients, individual or business. You can select based when you created those clients, either today, yesterday, this week, last month, this year, and so on and so forth, or you can select a date range. You can select by case manager, sales representative, or priority. So if you assign high priority to certain cases, certain clients, you can select, let's say, high priority clients. The next step is to select which one you want, for example, to request bulk transcript. You select those clients, click Add to Batch, and they will be displayed in the batch below for the bulk request. Again, the connection is lagging when we do webinars, so please bear with me. Okay, so we have added 4 clients to the batch. How the system recognizes what transcripts to add. For example, if you create a power of attorney or tax information authorization in PitBullTax, automatically those years or quarters will be added to the client profile as the bulk defaults. And if I go to, let me change to individual clients first. Okay, here it is. Let me go to client profile and I'll show that we added a new section for bulk request defaults. So at the bottom of the client profile, so we have added bulk request settings. So like I said, whenever you create power of attorney, those years will automatically be pre-selected for account transcripts, but you can also select other types of transcripts and other periods if those are the ones you always want to create to request for that client when you're doing bulk request. Also on the settings, you can find bulk request settings, and you can set up for individual and business clients certain periods. A lot of firms, they usually do power of attorneys for the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So it doesn't matter which ones are in individual power of attorneys if they use the same periods for all, regardless of where the tax liability or tax problem is. So you can set bulk request settings for individual clients and bulk request settings for business clients. And again, you can find it under settings right here. So let me go back to IRS transcript delivery bulk request. So, okay, let me add back. And after that, as always, you request transcripts, you can just click Get Transcripts if you need it right away. You can do CAF check if you want to see if power of attorney for this client has registered. You can schedule CAF check and let the system check for you and notify you via email when power of attorney or 8821 registered. You can schedule alerts, and this is one of the things that people always wanted. So you can schedule alerts for all your clients at a time. Just add all of them to the batch and schedule alerts, so you will be notified for all of them whenever something changes on clients' accounts. So this is bulk request. Then we have added customizable transcripts alerts. There are 207 different codes in where we have where we're notifying if something changed on the client's account. And you can see all those codes right here, code number and code description. So first of all, we have introduced a priority to the alerts. So now you can set up priority, whether high priority, standard, or if you want to not be alerted on that particular code at all. So you can easily change several. Let's say if you want to change priority, you can do so. Let me see, edit selected, and for some reason it's not opening. So you can do high priority and click Save. So those alerts will be highlighted in different color when they you receive them in the software. And when you receive alerts via email, they will also be coming with high priority identification. If you don't want to receive alert on certain codes, for example, tax return files, some people prefer to not get it, but they can easily do so and say, well, do not alert me on this code. If you notice that our default codes, the delete button is disabled right here. So you cannot delete those, but you can select do not alert on certain codes for me. You can also add alert. So for example, there are more than 400 different codes in transcripts. And if you want, you can see if this alert is not in our list. For example, if you want to be notified on every single payment, we tend to not alert on payments because it's very frequent change, and you will be inundated on the amount of email notifications and alerts you receive. So, but for some people, they prefer to get payment notifications as well. So you can add this alert to the system. And once you add certain code, so this one, when you edit it manually, you can delete it. So you can also set up as a high priority, or you can entirely delete it later if you don't need it anymore. And in the list of codes, you will notice that each CP notice is explained in detail what exactly that notice mean. So if you want to have a quick reference, just go to Settings, Customizable Alerts, and you will see all notices for code 971 with description, what do they mean. Very handy, and those descriptions are also delivered to you via email if that particular notice alert is received on your client's account. So this is our customizable alerts. The next thing that we have changed in version 4.0, we introduced a form preview. So now you can easily see how your form will look like when you do the data entry of certain form. And it's added for every single form, 433A, 656, and so on and so forth. On the right-hand side, so now you can see different forms. And once you click on it, you will see how that particular page will look like when you print it. So all your entries that are right there will be shown on the screen. And you can go back to data entry. And like I said, all forms have this new feature. And if you want to print the entire form, just click this download. It will download the file and you can print from there. And all pages are visible, including supplementary schedules once you prepare the forms. Okay, our new another new enhancement in version 4.0, we have introduced state power of attorneys. Finally, by request of a lot of our licensees, we have introduced state forms. At this time, we have added the state of California, Illinois, New Jersey, and New York. So for California, we have POAs for both individual and business clients. Illinois is a general power of attorney for both individuals and businesses. Same for New Jersey, and same for New York. But New York has two power of attorneys forms, one Easy Rep and one POA 1. This is the only feature in version 4.0 that is going to be as add-on. So it's additional cost. It's a flat fee per license. There is no per user charge. If you're on a monthly plan, it will be $9.97. And if you're on an annual plan, it will be $99.97. So no matter how many users you have, this is a cost for 3 states. So you can choose states as you go. For example, if today you need the state of California, you buy this add-on for $9.97, and you can leave 2 other states depending on what client comes next into your door. You can select states as you go. Each additional state will be $4.97 or $49.97. And we introduced this feature with 4 states, but please send us emails if you frequently work with other states' POAs and you really want to see it in the software. So for example, for California power of attorneys, be advised that under settings, we have added several changes. So you can enter your California CPA number or California State Bar number if you're an attorney, or you can add the CTAC number. So those numbers usually go to California power of attorneys. So if you are doing those, please enter them once under representative settings and save, so that you don't have to re-enter every time you create a power of attorney. Same for New York. There is a one field added for New York, NYTPRIN. So you can enter this number in the representative settings as well. And similar approach is used for creating power of attorneys for the states. So you can just do the data entry and print the forms right after that. New York, and actually it's exactly the same approach, so we don't confuse you with federal states and I'm sorry, federal forms and state forms. And you can find state POAs right under other forms section. So state forms right here. Okay, so our next improvement in version 4.0 is response letters. So now we have introduced several response letters, and you can see them under letters, obviously. And these are offer in compromise cover letter, innocent spouse cover letter, currently not collectible cover letter, CP 2000 response letter, OIC doubt as to liability cover letter, installment agreement request, penalty abatement, reasonable cause, and penalty abatement for first-time abatement. If you used our letters in the past, like engagement letter, you know how they work. So basically, you select the dates and put the address where you need to address this letter. If you are working with a certain IRS contact which you entered under PitBullTax, that contact name will be populated automatically. If it's a joint liability, you just click this box and both taxpayers and spouse's name will be populated and their social security numbers as well. And then you select what sentences you want to include in your letter. So if you're addressing, let's say, Mr. Anderson, you can say that I represent John and Lindsay Smith, and John and Lindsay Smith request abatement of penalties under, and you select section, IRC section number, for example, failure to file tax return, and you select what forms they relate to. Let's say December, and select years. So let's say you're doing 2015. You select a reasonable cause. Fire, casualty, natural disaster. For example, last year we had a lot of this with multiple hurricanes. And in addition, you can add explanation for your reasonable cause. If you need to attach power of attorney or 843 forms, you can select certain sections here. So we have 2 power of attorneys because it's joint client. Signed and dated form 843. And you can say, well, thank you for your kind and compassionate review. And after that, just save, and this letter will be generated very quickly. So a lot of response letters. So take a look at those under letters. And the same as with all our other letters, they're fully customizable. So if you go under settings, customize letters, you will see all those letters right here, and you can easily customize them further if necessary. So you can remove certain blocks, you can change the verbiage of certain blocks. So it's all up to you. Once you do it, you can do this easily. And while I'm on the settings, I didn't mention about client questionnaire. You can customize greetings for business client questionnaire, both in English and Spanish, and same for individual client as well. Okay, so another feature that we have in this new version is adding activity notes real quick. So in the gray menu bar right here next to your client's name, we have added this new icon where you can easily go to and add new activity. So a lot of people say, well, we don't want to go to case management, select activities, and click add new activities. We want just to quickly add something new and save it. So if you need to add a note for John Smith's account, you can do so easily by clicking on this icon located in the gray menu bar. Okay, another feature, we have now introduced incoming email correspondence. So up until version 4.0, you know that you were able only to send emails from the software. You were able to send emails with attachments, with IRS forms prepared in the software, send client questionnaire from the software. But now you can always also receive emails, because sometimes, clients send you emails to your work email addresses, and you are not getting them here, and you want to see all correspondence related to a certain case in one place. So for this reason, we have introduced incoming email correspondence. And under email, we have added inbox. And as usual, we had sent email and sent items. But before you go to inbox, you need to set up the accounts. For example, if you go under settings and select email settings, here you will be able to add as many accounts as you want to. And these are Gmail accounts, Microsoft Exchange Office 365 accounts, and any other provider. And the providers are listed right here. So if you have Outlook.com, Yahoo, Hotmail, MSN, BellSouth, Comcast, or if you don't see any of the provider, for example, if you have your own domain, you can select I don't see my provider in the list. And for this particular email, you will enter your IMAP and SMTP settings. So just contact your IT person at your company or firm, and they will be able to provide you easily with those settings for IMAP and SMTP. Just make sure it's not POP settings, it's IMAP. So you need to put host name or IP address, port number, username, password, and the same for SMTP. And once you click Save, that particular box will be connected to your PitBullTax software account. But this is what we are trying to get to. You are not connecting your entire email accounts. Let's say you have a lot of personal correspondence in that box. Only emails from your clients that you will select once you connect your email account will be linked to PitBullTax. So for example, you just want your client correspondence. You don't want correspondence with your husband or wife in PitBullTax. Or you don't want any of the spam that we receive tons every single day in PitBullTax. You just want emails that are related to the cases you work with in PitBullTax. So connect as many accounts as you want, and the messages will be automatically pulled and you will see them on the inbox. So anytime the new message arrives for that particular client, you will be notified. There will be a notification in the lower right corner. And you will be able to see every single letter and correspondence that you work on that particular case. So this is big thing, email accounts. The easiest to connect is your Gmails because all you want is just enter your Gmail account username and password. If you do not want to enter the password right here, here's a trick how you can do it. Just open a browser window next to, and you will be able to log into your Gmail account. And here it will automatically determine that you want to connect that particular Gmail account. So it's very easy. But like I said, again, let me reiterate a little bit. So you can connect Gmail accounts, you can connect Microsoft Exchange Office 365 accounts, and any other providers. So this is a list again, if you didn't see it the first time. And for any other provider, just enter your IMAP and SMTP settings. Incoming email correspondence is a complimentary feature for all our licensees. So you don't have to pay anything extra for this. Another thing that we have changed in versions 4.0 is we have introduced edits for the case tracking. For example, we had a lot of requests when you have a case progress and you have ability to make edits and to change something. With multi-user licenses, there was always a challenge to know who changed what. So in this case, you are easily now able to see who it was edited by and on what date and time and at what IP address. So you can track the case progress and what has been changed, if anything has been changed recently. And A big thing that we did with version 4.0 is our mobile application. So let me show you how it works. Let me connect my iPhone so you can see it. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, so now you can see my screen. This is my iPhone. Let me pull down the screen mirroring. Okay, so you can see PitBullTax mobile application. The first thing that we introduced is Touch ID. And because now we include a lot of sensitive information in the mobile application, that's why we have introduced Touch ID and access code. So let me touch it and request timeout. Okay, so this is inside of PitBullTax mobile. We always had news and alerts, so every time there is a system update, you get push notification and you always can look in the history of notices. For example, last Friday we sent you that we're expecting outage with transition to version 4.0. So this is right here. So when we changed offering compromise forms in back and at the end of March, it's right here as well. We also always send promotional emails, and you can find them in the mobile application as well. But this is something new. We added in version 4.0. So now we have files section. So for people who use your client portal through PitBullTax, now you can actually share files with them. You can actually upload files into PitBullTax using mobile application, and you can chat with those clients. Why do you think we introduced this feature? Because a lot of time we are busy. We are not all the time next to our computer in the office. So we always need to see what we always need to be on the go somewhere. Let's say if you have a meeting with a client in a different office location, not where your computer is, and you don't have laptop, and the client calls you and say, well, I need a copy of the tax return, or I need a copy of a certain form, or I didn't receive this and that. So what you can do, you can easily go to mobile application, select a certain folder where you which you need to share, select a document, and just click share. Allow view download and allow update, and click share. So this document will be immediately shared to the client profile and then to the client portal for that particular client, and they will be able to see it easily. So you don't need to come back to your computer and update those forms. Okay, so now you see there is a little hand icon next to that file. That means you'll share that file with your client. So you can share as many files as you need. If you need to upload a file, just click on that plus icon at the top right corner, and you can select files from your Dropbox, your Google Drive, or iCloud Drive, and easily select a file and click upload, and it will be loaded to that particular client's folder. And if you want to share that file immediately, you can do that as well. And like I said, you can also, this is how you change clients. You just select arrow next to client name, and you go to your other client list. So now you can also chat with the clients through mobile app. Just select the client, and all your chat correspondence that you had before will be displayed right here. You can initiate and start typing. It's like sending text messages, but without revealing your cell phone number. You know, a lot of tax professionals, they don't like to reveal their cell phone numbers because we have a lot of crazy customers or clients who call us anytime, day or night. Next feature in mobile app is the one you will love most. Now you will be able to enter the code for PitBullTax connector through mobile application. So this is where it is very helpful. You know that software processes scheduled alerts and scheduled transcripts based on the time you select in the software application. So for example, you selected, okay, check Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So during those times, you're okay with the system initiating request and sending you the confirmation number, security code from the IRS. So let's say today you have to go to the bank in the morning and you are not at your computer at 9 o'clock exactly. So, and you receive push notification from mobile, PitBullTax mobile, and you also receive the code from the IRS. So all you do, you just click here, enter the code, and click confirm, and your connector starts working right away. So this is a big thing, and no one in the industry has this feature. Trust me, nobody even have mobile application. We are the only one who provide mobile application to our licensees. So entering the security code from the IRS password service in the mobile application and waking up your connector and start processing all those scheduled alerts and transcripts is really big thing. So if you haven't downloaded our mobile application yet, go to the App Store and you can find it under PitBullTax Mobile. Just search for that name, and it's free for all our active users. And you can use it for both PitBullTax software and PitBullTax transcripts. So this is how you enter the security code. First of all, you will get push notification from us, and under settings, you can select when you want to receive those push notifications. For example, I selected do not disturb me on Sunday and Saturday. So I don't want to receive anything from Pitbull on those days. I want to rest on the weekend. But you can select anytime, any day when you don't want to be disturbed. And you can also select do not disturb time. So I don't want to be bothered from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I don't want to receive anything from Pitbull during that time. So if you don't want if you want to be bothered 24 hours a day, good for you, please. You can select anytime you want here. Also under settings, you can select, you can see your license information, how many users you have, what add-ons you have, what you utilize, and how much will be your upcoming renewal. So that's very handy. Another new thing in mobile application is that we're pushing transcript alerts to PitBullTax Mobile. So it's even better. So if you are not next to your computer, you are not you are not logged into PitBullTax application, you are not opening your email, but the transcript alert came, you will see them under here, transcript alerts. Well, this is test account, that's why it doesn't have any transcript alerts, but your regular account will have a list of recent alerts, and you can find them right here under settings. So this is what we have done for our PitBullTax Mobile. So let me repeat, we have introduced file sharing, mimicking our client portal right here, chat capability with your client. We are now pushing security code from the IRS password service that you will be able to enter inside PitBullTax Mobile and waking up your PitBullTax connector so it can start processing before you are in the office. And you are able to see transcript alerts. So now let me see, I think I have covered all the changes. let me close my iPhone right here. And I think I will be able to answer some of your questions. And I see a lot of them. So let me go one by one, okay? Questionnaires sent directly from PitBull end up on our client's junk mail. How can this be avoided? Well, this can be avoided by whitelisting our domain. That's the only thing. A lot of email providers, if we can solve the problem with junk emails, we will be billionaires by now. So in this case, unfortunately, they are recognizing the domain, whether you are using white labeling, or if it's white labeling, it's your domain. If it's not white labeling, it's our domain as junk, and they just need to whitelist it once. Okay. When we send the question in Spanish, can we convert it back to English for us to read? Yes, basically, you're just sending Spanish client questionnaire to your client. In the system, you still see everything in English, so you don't need to translate anything. Of course, if your client will put like other note something in Spanish, yes, the software will not automatically translate it. The software translates only the field names and descriptions and stuff like that. But if they put something in Spanish, yeah, the best thing to do is open Google Translate and translate it easily. Okay, if a client has multiple businesses, my understanding is that they will have to complete 433B for each business. Does PitBull now have the capability to add multiple 433Bs linked to one main business? I don't see a reason linking several businesses into one. We have ability to link in the profile several businesses, but 433Bs, they will be separate 433Bs regardless for each client. And I think, let me show you client profile. So see, under client profile, we have businesses linked thing, and you can select your business clients which are linked to this particular client. So yes, visually you can see which business is linked to which business, but 433Bs, you can create them separately, and they are not going to be combined in any way. There is no need for that. Okay, the next question is, can we print out the questionnaire for clients who are not comfortable with technology? Absolutely, you can. Just go to print and select blank client questionnaire and print all those pages. Yes, will be a lot, but if they're not computer savvy, they can fill out client questionnaire on paper, and then you will do the data entry. Again, the connection is lagging, but under print, yes, here it is. Blank questionnaire, you can print. Will you have the webinar loaded in the help tutorials? Yes, absolutely. Yes, we'll have it on our website once we finish with this webinar, and recording will be available. Absolutely. I think I already answered about the cost of transcripts. The cost of transcripts is $24.97 if you're on a monthly plan, and $249.97 if you're on annual plan. My PitBull application is running very slow and erroring as well. Might not just be the internet. Okay, first thing today, when we launched version 4.0, we launched it on Saturday, but if you logged in for the first time today, we highly recommend you to clear the cache memory in your browser. So this will help tremendously with the speed. Once you clear cache, remember, the first time you open, it will be lagging, but once you navigate from page to page and your computer already recognizes this application, it will go much, much smoother and faster. Best way for new clients before CAF has 2848, 8828 is manually. I didn't understand the question, Kevin, so maybe you can post it again. Best way for new client. for has well, if you have a new client and it's emergency, let's say they have a bank levy and you have only 3 days to act, you cannot definitely wait for your power of attorney to register with CAF. Just call practitioner priority service and handle case manually. Remember, those who request transcripts through PPS or call any other IRS number to request transcripts, you cannot load them back and get those analytical reports that the software generates. Unfortunately, in order to generate reports, we need to receive data directly from your e-services account. This is a way how data is parsed. Yeah, I think that was the next question from Ron about the manual upload of transcripts. Okay, I'm close to purchasing and really boils down to Pitbull and Canopy, but Pitbull pricing is confusing. Ibrahim, please call our office. I don't think there is much confusion. We have standard licenses and we have add-ons, which are optional, so you can select which add-on you want to. All pricing are open. Canopy prices are much higher, if you want to know. Can you show how to create POA in your system? Michael, I think you already left, so I don't want to take more time on this. Many of the clients I have also have state tax issues. Can you add an option for state balance dues, POAs, and financial statements? Well, we have added POAs into this version, Jeanette. As far as financial statement goes, we would really love to. This is what's holding us back into adding resolution forms for the states. Unlike IRS forms, those state forms usually don't have much logic or formulas, defined formulas. For example, like I believe state of Illinois for offering compromise, they say, well, give us your best number, how much you want to offer. There is no calculation of the offer based on reasonable collection potential or whatever. So it is really, really difficult for us to build something off nothing. For this particular reason, we are not yet branching out into state resolution forms, but we are definitely considering it. So I'm not saying no, but it's taking a lot of time to research those issues, and also they're changing all the time. So unless a certain state has a defined formula calculation for an offer in compromise, that can be done. Okay, next question. Is there a way to request wage and income report for an individual doing business as under sole proprietorship using EIN and not social security number? No, Milton, unfortunately, this option is not available even through IRS e-services. I wish there was, but there are no wage and income transcripts for sole proprietors reported to the EIN. Anything reported to social security, yes, but nothing for EINs. Okay. Are we supposed to do something to get the updated version? No, Barry, you don't need to do anything except for clearing cache in your browser, like I said before. Everything else is automatically converted for you. So if you log into the software application, at the bottom, you will see here version 4.0. You're all set. If you don't see version 4.0, please clear your cache memory. Why I'm getting security alerts for pitbull.com? Well, pitbull.com is not our domain, PitBullTax.com probably, but security alerts, maybe, Marco, we had few issues with McAfee antivirus software. So you have to whitelist our domain. And we already reached out to McAfee, and they promised us that they will remove this alert for our domain. But I guess it takes some time for them to propagate. So probably you refer to McAfee issue. Does PitBull connect to ProConnect? No, it doesn't. I wanted to check my account. Well, I don't see its question. Is a customizable alerts able to be set per taxpayer, or will it impact all clients when customized? It will impact all clients, yes, Aisha. So it's not possible to set customizable alerts per each client. So it's only general, because otherwise we will have to do it over and over all the time. Is a PitBullTax software standalone on each computer, or is it a web-based program, and is it cloud-based? Yes, James, it's web-based, so it's cloud-based software, so you don't need to download anything, and you can work from any station where you are. So you can work from any device. We are compatible both with PC and Mac, and we are not downloadable product at all. Will you be integrating with QuickBooks? Well, we're already integrated with QuickBooks. Our payment process, our payment billing section, you can export all your transactions to QuickBooks. So yes, if that's what you meant. Is a new version available now? Yes, Kevin, version 4.0 was launched last Saturday, and yes, today it's all working. Will there be other webinars on this subject? No, because we will have a recording, but for our PitBullTax University, yes, later this year, we are launching webinars for CPAs and enrolled agents. Well, attorneys can join too, but CPE and CE credits will be provided only for to CPAs and enrolled agents. And stay tuned, we'll be sending out information when those webinars will be available, and those will be on tax resolution subjects only. How does the transcript delivery work with the enhanced IRS security steps, specifically the code you have to receive through IRS to Go app? Well, we are fully compatible with all the security requirements from the IRS, Rebecca, and you can receive this code in PitBullTax. I'm sorry, you can receive from IRS services through text message, or you can get it through IRS to Go app. And whenever you request a transcript, you enter that code in the software, or like I showed right now, you can enter directly in our mobile application. So yes, we are fully compatible with the changes of December 2017. Okay, when Lynn, I think I already answered you about your filing of income compromise and estimated payment taxes. Yeah, you have to designate estimated taxes. I think it's a different question. Should I include a prorated monthly amount in his monthly expenses under current taxes? Absolutely. Not prorated, but your estimated taxes, if you pay for the quarter, your current tax just include monthly amount. Will the second class in the fall be the same as this class? I'm not sure what you mean by this class. If you mean user conference, pretty much yes, it will be the same. Okay, does a preview work for both personal and business clients? Yes, Rabiat. So preview for the forms works for both individual and business client. Michigan has OIC program, nothing for Michigan. Kevin, yes, I explained we would love to have OIC for states when your states will start writing better forms and provide formulas how they calculate them. How long do you think it will take for the other states to be added? I don't think it will take much, so we just need to see the demand. So the first 4 states went based on the demand from those states from our customers. So send us emails with requests for new states that you work with often, and we'll definitely take a look at those. Okay, I frequently with Illinois. Are we paying a fee for 3 states even if we only need 1 state? Yes, the package for the state includes 3 states. So even if you use one, you will have to pay for 3. And usually when you work with states, you don't work with one only. State of California has to be filed online. Will the system do that? No, Donna, we don't file online. You can prepare the form here only, but it's not filed online. For the letters, will there be a preview as well? Yes, all our letters can be previewed before printing. In addition to the estimated payment for the current year, should I also include the monthly periodic payment my client will be paying in? No, no. You're only including current taxes, estimated tax. Payment you're making with the offer is not included in your monthly expenses, Lynn. I see in activities note there is a place for follow-up. Does this set a reminder on the due date entered? Yes, Jeffrey. Yes, you can set up follow-up for any calendar event or activity note, and you can get email reminder, or you can see a pop-up reminder directly in the PitBullTax. Will you be able to delete the emails? Yes, any emails in the system, both incoming and outgoing, you can delete, no problem. How long does the email stay in the system for review? If you delete the email from your server, from your email server, it won't show in PitBull as well. So if you don't want to see just in PitBull, just delete it from PitBull. But if you don't want to delete to see that email entirely, delete it directly from your email server. Will email go to the client's activities or sit in the inbox? Email, I assume, Donna, you mean incoming email. The email body definitely will not go, but I believe I will double check and get back to you on this. I will believe there under activity there will be no note that incoming email received from a client. Okay, it's already 2:06. I will go and answer all the questions. For those of you who need to get back to your work, please do so. Again, we will we will have the recording later. Okay, let's continue with questions. When you send forms via your phone, will it also be on the web when you come back to your computer? Absolutely, yes. Anything on your mobile application is synchronized with PitBullTax application. So if you download a form from your phone, let's say from your phone Dropbox, it will be in PitBullTax software once you go to the web-based application. Are the chats able to be saved? Chats are always saved, so regardless where you are going to do it. So yes, we have API which connects our mobile application with PitBullTax software application. So regardless what device you use, whether you're chatting through web or through mobile app, they will be saved in your clients folder. Is a mobile app available on the Android platform? Good question, Will. Not yet, but we're expecting to release it within the next couple of weeks. So yeah, the first one we started with Apple, well, just because we are Apple people here, but it will be available on Androids as well. It is available as a version 3.0, but it's not available all those new enhancements for version 4 yet. Is there a reason I cannot sign into the mobile app to install? Not particular reason, you have to sign in with your PitBullTax email and password. Make sure you're entering correct ones. How do I update my mobile app? Mine says version 1.5.7. Let me check what mine says. Let me check. No, the new version is 4.0.38, and you just go to your app store and update installed applications, and you will receive that update. Okay, let me see other questions. Does your computer have to stay on for the PitBull connector to be initiated by the mobile app for the alerts? Yes, Barry. Yeah, PitBullTax connector has to be on. So if you turn off your computer, unfortunately, nothing we can do. So your connector should stay on in order for alerts to be processed, or any scheduled transcript request to be processed. If you're entering the security codes through the mobile app. Without the connector, nothing would work. When will version 4 show up? Do I need to do anything? Again, Jeanette, yes, version 4 is already available. Just clear your cache. What is the PitBullTax software name in the App Store? It's PitBullTax Mobile. That's the name of our application, PitBullTax Mobile. It's a mobile app available on the iPad. You can have it on the iPad, but it's same version as iPhone. Yes, I have it on both iPhone and iPad. Do we have to send separate emails to have the client e-sign the document 7216 engagement letters and stuff like that? If you want to have electronic signature on 7216 and on engagement letter, yes, you have to send them separately. But if you don't care for electronic signature, you can send them as attachment to one email, and your client can sign it. Did you say we can upload manual transcripts? No, I didn't say that, Shakira. You cannot upload manual transcripts to the software. I mean, you can upload it to your file management for your reference, but the software will not read through manual transcripts and generate reports. Will all of our clients load into the mobile app? Only those who accepted your client portal invitation. So because chat and sharing files work only with clients who actually accepted your client portal invitation, and if they're on client portal. Will there be videos on how PitBull handles payroll tax issues and bankruptcy analysis? Yes, I think we already have on the payroll tax issue, not in PitBull, but it will be one of the webinars that we're launching. In the meantime, you can find it on the CPA Academy. So we have an account there, and you can see our previous webinar recordings. In your experience, what is the fastest way to get 2848 in CAF system? Douglas, there is no magic here. You just fax it. The magic is to find out when it's registered, and the magic is in the system. So you schedule CAF check in IRS transcript delivery. You schedule CAF check and let the system select check every single day. For example, every day, and you begin, let's say today, and never end. Just click apply. Once it's registered, you will receive email notification from us that your client so-and-so has passed all CAF checks for those periods. And then you will be able to get your transcripts and reports. Are you going to provide update information in an email or user manual? Well, we're going to send email tomorrow with all the changes that we have done. But in order to get more details, you definitely need to view the recording. The recording will be sent together with that email. Is there going to be a discount to renew at the seminar? Robert, I believe you're referring to user conference. Yes, we're preparing something for all attendees, so stay tuned. Is a mobile app available for other platforms like Android? I think I answered that question. It's already available for older version, but Android is coming in a couple of weeks for the new one. I switched to Internet Explorer, cleared cache, and it's running so very slow. Cannot use the software. Mark, try anything else but Internet Explorer. We really never recommend the Internet Explorer, but it should work once you clear cache. Call us if you have any other problems. Okay. Does this have CPE today? No, this webinar has nothing to do with continuing professional educational credits, so we are not issuing any. I need my staff to access the transcripts module, but all of the POAs are under my name. If I run a transcript, will the staff have access to it? When we download transcripts, they automatically loaded under files for that particular client. So if your staff member has access, if you give them access to that folder, they will be able to see the transcripts. But they will not be able to see them under IRS transcript delivery, view transcripts, or view reports. But under files, yes. Okay, can you show us the email inbox? I would love to, but I didn't set up on this test account because I need to set up a real email account. I don't want to show correspondence for my real clients. Okay, let me see what else I missed. How the incoming emails organized, common inbox or by individual client? Yes, it's by individual client. So each client will have their own folder and they will be organized by subject. So if you send a subject and your client respond to the same, so they will be in the same chain of emails. But yes, it's not a common email for all clients. So you'll have to go to different client folders. I'm sorry if I missed anything because I'm trying to read very fast, but I think so far I've answered most of the questions that we had. Again, I would like to thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Very sorry for the technological problems that we have with internet connection today, but yes, it's kind of stormy in Florida and the weather didn't cooperate with us today. The recording will be available probably in the next few hours, and tomorrow it will be available on our website, and to all our licensees we'll also send email with the link to the recording. Thank you so much, and I hope you will enjoy new version 4.0. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.